blank checks. That's why I was drawing a blank. If you don't know this quote, then I mean you don't watch The Wire because it's exactly where it comes from. The game is the game, and at the end of the day, we talking about quarterbacks who's just getting money. They just getting money. They ain't like half of them better than if we do a top 10. Most of these guys probably won't be on the list. If we do a top 10, some of them will be on the list. But I know when I ask these guys this one question, who's the best quarterback in the league right now?
Mahomes.
Okay, that that
My homeboy, I ain't
just had to make sure everybody was on
no,
the same page.
no debate.
Because
So
right
it's the
now,
gap right there.
it's the gap with how
The
he's
gap
playing,
right
and
there.
it's the gap with how they
Mahomes
paying
better
him.
than the rest of the quarterback. Just a gap.
Okay, Tomo, go ahead. Go ahead, preach.
I'm just saying that's the gap, man. So we got to talk about it. Do we have a problem with the quarterback market? As a guy who quarterback needs to get paid, I'm gonna say yes. And I think this all started. I mean, well, the owners kind of came together because this problem started with the rookies. Remember, the rookies kept coming into the league and they were getting money, and then they would be bust. I think Sam Bradford was the last quarterback that got paid in a substantial amount, and then they said, you know what, we're gonna cap this because this is getting ridiculous. We have, let's say, Shador Sanders coming out as the number one pick, and now he making 40 M's. He ain't even thrown a football yet. Or in your guys' case, Jaden Daniels. Imagine Jaden Daniels getting drafted and he making $50 million a year, and you don't even know if he can actually play in the NFL. So they found a way to put a cap on that. However, these quarterbacks found a way to sneak through the back door because we got Trevor Lawrence making 55. I mean, Joe Burrow's worth 55. Some people would say. Some people would disagree. I mean, it depends on what state or city you in. Baltimore. I mean, then you got Jordan Love making 55, and then Tua got paid. He got 53. And you all would know the list. I could read you the numbers. But again, Mahomes is making 45. Yes, there's a problem with the quarterback market. Now, the question is, how do we fix it? But I'm here from my bros first before we answer that question. Mark, do you think there's a problem with the quarterback market?
Yes, I do think there's a well. Let me see. Yes, I do think there's a problem with the quarterback market, and I think the issue goes all the way back to the Deshaun Watson deal with Cleveland. I think that messed the quarterback market up because they shot the market up higher than what it was supposed to have been. So after he did that, that's when the Eagles figured out, oh, I got to figure out a way to pay Jalen Hurts. So they had to reset the market again for actual valuable quarterbacks because at the time Jalen Hurts is valuable. So they gave him 51. And then out of nowhere, you see Lamar get 52 and Justin Herbert get 52 and a half and Jared Goff get 53. And are these quarterbacks worth it? How many of these quarterbacks got a ring? So you got Mahomes. He's lower than everybody else. But Mahomes took a record deal at his time. So Kansas City was smart the way they did that. It was smart the way they locked him into a 10-year deal. 10 years in the NFL is crazy. So, I mean, like, now you got teams, the cap goes up every year. So now you got teams with more value, players are getting more valuable, or positions are getting more valuable, and other positions aren't. Say, as running back, position not as valuable as they used to be. Wide receiver, cornerback, position is getting high. Like, they're requesting, they're asking for a lot more money. Defensive ends, they're asking for a lot more money. Normally, the highest paid players on the team was the offensive line, the offensive lineman. Now, you got, the defensive lineman getting paid almost just as much. So just like you were saying, just like Dallas got a conundrum on their hands. So it's a lot going on. The market is overvalued right now. Yes, it is. I believe it is.
Yeah.
I got to disagree with one of your points. The Deshaun Watson deal, I don't think it messed up the market. The owners just ignore that because he got his contract was so bad because it was fully guaranteed, but nobody followed that trend, and it might be bad, but I'm gonna say no. I don't have an issue with it. How about this? When the NFL take away the franchise tag, then we won't have this problem. How about that? Can they take away the franchise tag? The protect the what the NFL players are doing, they are protecting themselves. First of all, you're not giving them fully guaranteed contracts like the NBA. That's number one. And number two, you have an opportunity to franchise tag them 2 to 3 times before they can move on to the next team. We saw it with Kirk Cousins. We did it like a million times. Look at Brandon Ayuk's situation. I know he's a receiver, but look at his situation. They like he got no leverage because they could just franchise tag him. What? I paid throughout my whole contract, and y'all can keep me for more years when I don't want to be here. So my whole thing is I don't have an issue with the QB market because they are getting their bread because these owners have more power than any other sport. I feel like the owner has more power than any other sport in NFL. So I don't have an issue with the QB market. Get your bread. And plus, the QB position is far more important than any other position. Because we're talking about Tua. Okay, you don't pay Tua that money, then what you going to do? Who's going to be a backup? Because when Tua not there, they losing. Who? Jordan Love. Who the backup? What they going to do this year? Packers have hope because of Jordan Love. They don't have hope because of Dylan or Jacobs or Christian Watson, Romeo Dobbs. They got hope or Jar. That's my dog coming to DC. They got hope because of Jordan Love. Tyreek Hill beast, but no Tua. We ain't talking about the Dolphins. So because the position is so important, I don't have an issue with the market, but tell the owners and the NFL commissioner to get rid of that franchise tag.
Let me ask you a question, Joe.
You be speaking from personal experience. Go ahead.
No. Let me ask you a question. So, who's the best cornerback in the league right now?
Best corner? Can I give you like a few?
Can I give you my best corner?
Oh, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Jalen Johnson.
Jalen Johnson.
Okay.
Chicago.
I want to say Johnson. Okay.
So who would you say, Joe?
I mean, you know, I'll throw my boy. I like Sauce. I like Sauce Gardner. I think he's nice. You know, I still like my boy Patrick Surtain, even though he's in an unhappy situation.
Okay. So we going off of you said Pat Surtain, you said Jalen Johnson, you got Sauce, and then you got Trayvon Diggs. Right? Was some of the best corners in
Trayvon Diggs up there, yeah.
Yeah, he's up there. But he gotta come back from the ACL, but we're gonna see. Either way, the point is Trayvon Diggs at the time that he signed his extension was coming off of resetting the interception record. That's what he did. Oh, but he gave up the most yards. I'm sorry, I forgot about that. But he did that, and then he took a slightly less deal, but he was kind of like in the market around what's my man down there in Miami? What's his name? He's one of the best. Jalen Ramsey. So you see how it works. You have to actually be good to get some money. What have some of these quarterbacks proven? You think Trevor Lawrence with a 20-30 record, 1-1 in the playoffs, is worth $55 million a year?
Daniel Jones got
it. He wasn't worth that neither. That's what I'm saying.
Project was much smaller.
Daniel Jones got 40, but at the time he wasn't worth that extension.
Same stats.
Okay, no Trevor Lawrence. Where you gonna go?
You just got to find another quarterback.
Like anybody got that record.
Let me ask you this, Tomo. Let me ask you a question. Do you think the Jazz can win a Super Bowl with Trevor Lawrence?
No.
You don't think he can ever win a Super Bowl? You don't think he's good enough to win one?
No.
I disagree. If Nick Foles is good enough to win one, Trevor Lawrence is too.
How much was Nick Foles making?
Nick Foles came in a great situation too.
You're right, but was he proven at all? Did he do anything before he won that Super Bowl? No, he did not.
I'm glad you brought up Philly because we got to talk about context. Carson Wentz was the starting quarterback. Carson Wentz was on the MVP season. He got them in the playoffs because of his record. Got hurt. Then Nick Foles took over. So he only played 5 to 7 games if we include in the playoff run.
Okay. Carson Wentz is a good example. Carson Wentz, he balled out, got his bread. He's going to win a Super Bowl. He got his money. But what happened after that? My whole point, Trevor Lawrence but Trevor Lawrence also talented though. He's a talented quarterback.
Super Bowl. So was Carson.
Huh?
So was Carson. So was Carson Wentz.
That's my point. My thing is the quarterback position is so important. Without Trevor Lawrence, what are the Jazz doing? What were the Jazz before Lawrence got there, matter of fact? Let me ask you that question. Nothing. Last time they went to the playoff, they lost to Brady, and they lost because they have a quarterback.
Last time they went to the playoffs, they lost.
Because they have they did. Because Mahomes, they lost to the GOAT, the GOAT of today's football.
Because of the quarterback.
But I feel
they lost to Justin Herbert because of the quarterback.
He won. He beat Justin Herbert.
Oh no, they came back. Justin Herbert lost because he was the quarterback who got paid too. Look at that. I'm just saying, some guys is not worth it.
That game plan was crazy.
But my whole point is the quarterback position is a position you got to make sure you have. You know what I mean? So paying your quarterback. If your quarterback is saying, I'm not going to go forward until you pay me this, you're going to do it because of the importance of that position. But on top of that, go ahead.
You gonna have me on here sounding like Jerry Jones, man. I'm just saying, man, at the end of the day, you got to pay these players based upon where they're at in the moment. Like,
That's
I understand,
exactly what I'm.
like,
Yep.
if the market, I understand we say the market is the market, and I'm not mad at it, get your money. But again, everyone's talking about Dak Prescott contract, and the first thing they say is, but he can't win a playoff game. He's not worth 60 M's. So if you can't win a playoff game and you worry about 60 M's, why is
This
Trevor
ain't Dak
Lawrence
first contract. When Dak got his first contract,
they were saying the same thing then, though, Joe. They were saying the same thing.
You
then.
don't have your Dallas Cowboy haters, though, Tomo. We know
no,
that.
But I'm just saying, if we're talking about resetting the market,
how about that?
What has Jordan Love done to say he needs to reset
that's on the
market?
Packers. That's on the Packers.
But it's all the quarterbacks because everyone's following, and all agents are doing is saying,
trend.
my man is better than him, so pay him.
Yeah,
that's all
exactly what the agents doing. They going there. Oh, he had this many yards. He had 20 touchdowns. He had 26. He getting paid this. Why isn't he getting paid this? We're gonna walk.
Yes.
So let me ask
rightfully so.
I get it. But do I think it's overpriced? Yes, and that's why we think it's overpriced because that's happening. And it all started with
it's
the Deshaun
overpriced
deal.
today. Jordan Love's contract not gonna be overpriced 3 years from now. That's my you pay players for what you think they would be. You don't pay them for what they did. Sometimes you do, like you and Joe Flacco. But look what happened. Joe Flacco won a Super Bowl. Oh, now we're gonna pay you, and then backfire. So you normally pay guys for projecting. You don't pay guys what they did before because they older now. Like that's a pass. You know, now if there was a quarterback
contract, I agree with you.
You know, so especially with Dak's situation is different.
I agree with you. That's second contract. I agree with you.
But Jordan Love's situation is different. He came in. Every time he came in the game when Aaron Rodgers got hurt or something, he bought out. Aaron Rodgers, they paid Aaron Rodgers after trading up to get Jordan Love. They decided to get Aaron Rodgers $50 million a year. That's on them. So when Aaron Rodgers held him hostage and Jordan Love played on he about to go into his last year of his contract, knowing he's not getting paid. Jordan Love did the right thing, but man, you better pay me. Talking about
Joe, how much would you pay Brock Purdy?
Brock Purdy deserves a bank. I'm sorry, he deserves it.
According to the way the market is, he right.
He deserves it. I mean, and then he went to Super Bowl.
And the thing is, he don't deserve it. Like it's not like deserving to be paid that high because the stats.
But like,
that's my point.
Let me ask you this though: if Brock Purdy don't deserve it, don't pay him.
No. Hold on, Joe. So let me ask you one. So you said Brock Purdy deserved the bank because he did what? He went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he went to the Super Bowl. Yeah.
Joe Burrow went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he did.
Jalen Hurts went to the Super Bowl. These are franchise-changing quarterbacks, so they deserve that. Trevor Lawrence ain't gonna win you no Super Bowl.
I think he's a good enough quarterback to win a Super Bowl.
He is good enough. Trent Dilfer was good enough to win a Super Bowl.
No, I'm talking about Trevor Lawrence could be the driving force.
I don't think so.
Saying, like
I think he could. I'm not saying like I like if I'm the Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence didn't get paid and he's saying you gotta pay me. So look, you thought the Jaguars should have said, you know what, we ain't paying you.
No, I just think maybe you shouldn't have got paid that much.
55.
I'm not playing.
Trevor Lawrence probably would have took the Jalen Hurts deal. He probably would have took 51, 50.
He would have took 51. He would have took 46.
So you think the Jags brought that to the table?
Yes.
If that's the case, that's a bad negotiation for the Jaguars.
That's because
I don't think that happened though.
That's because Joe Burrow.
I do not think that happened. So, but see, I get what y'all saying. Y'all looking at it as these guys not good enough, but I'm looking at it from like, yo, the NFL take advantage of players all the time. That's how I'm looking at it. They franchise you.
Get your money. You're right.
So that's what I'm talking about. Now, if we're talking, obviously, if we're talking based on how good somebody is, should they be the highest paid? Mahomes should be the highest paid. If we want to pay people based on their ranks, yes, I agree with y'all with that. I agree, like Trevor Lawrence should get $55 million. My thing is, I'm not mad at the Jaguars giving him that because if they didn't give him that, they probably would be without no quarterback. And then without no quarterback, you have no hope. That's what I'm saying.
Right, so let me do this right quick. Let me read some of these records right quick. So Trevor Lawrence is 20-30, 1-1 in the playoffs. Joe Burrow 29-22, tied 5-2 in the playoffs. And of course, we've seen that ended up with a Super Bowl run. Second year, he beat one of the greatest quarterbacks. Remember that, Joe? Jordan Love, 9-9, 1-1. Jordan Love basically got played because he spanked the Cowboys. Tua, 32-19. Tua's worth that. They went out and got Tua a weapon. He's worth that. Jared Goff, 66-50-1, 4-4 in the playoffs.
He deserved it. He played for Detroit.
You see what I'm saying? Some of these names make sense, but when we get to like Justin Herbert, 30-32, 0-1 in the playoffs, we just gonna give him 53 mil off of a hope. Is up. Off of hope.
See, I get it, y'all. I get what y'all saying, but what would you do if you were an owner?
If Deshaun Watson deal ain't coming to play, I
no,
think
Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson did not deserve that. 40 guarantee, come on, bro. And I'm not even sure you could play.
He was the highest paid player in the NFL when he got that deal.
But he had 40 guarantee dollars too, though.
It reset the market. And
would you get Kirk Cousins 45?
Kirk had a 3-year deal for like.
You said, would I get Kirk if I'm the
Falcons? Would you have paid him $45 million?
Probably, because they're a quarterback away.
What? Okay.
Yes.
They're a quarterback away.
Don't sleep like
coming off an Achilles.
A bottom.
I mean, he's a quarterback. Ain't like he Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, he don't run. He got a process to throw.
He got hurt. Drop him back. Huh? He got hurt. Drop him back because it was a dip in the field.
No,
so bro, got to be Lamar.
QBs do have to move their feet. I get you. But I would have paid Kirk because Kirk. Who else you going to do? But they did draft a quarterback. I mean, the Falcons is dumb. I mean, they paid the dude, and then they're going to draft a quarterback in the first round.
They tried to protect their future because they said Kirk.
He older than Trey Lance.
Bro, you pay this dude $45 million, like Tomo said.
I'm not agreeing with it. That's what they said. I am.
Kirk is worth every penny.
And he a Vikings fan.
I think Kirk is worth it. I really do.
With the Vikings, he might have been. If I'm the Vikings, I give him that. Because the way him and Jazz got.
Atlanta too.
The Falcons are more set up to win.
So you telling me Desmond, you think is Kirk Cousins an upgrade over Desmond Ridder?
Yes.
That's a big upgrade. That's a huge upgrade because they got a great defense. They was a quarterback away, like Joe was saying.
What draft pick did the Falcons have? What draft? When did Michael pick? 9th. You could have traded up and got a quarterback and paid less.
That was a bad division.
They trying to win now, though, Tom. They got a really good defense. They got good skill weapons.
Waste the 9th pick on a quarterback. So you paid 45 M's and then you end up paying another 15 to 20 for a person that's about to sit on the bench. That's $60 million just sitting.
I'm not gonna lie. They might look like geniuses in the future, but right now, that is dumb because you wanna drive somebody who can help you out. You pay Kirk to win now. So you want to drive somebody who's going to help you win right now. They basically going all in when they signed Kirk. That's what they said. Like, we're trying to win right now.
They got Drake London. And I know we can say whatever we want about Drake London past couple of
nice.
Drake London is really nice if you had a solid quarterback.
And Kyle Pitts.
And he got Kyle Pitts with a solid quarterback.
And Bijan.
So what I'm telling y'all is the same way Mark is saying Deshaun Watson contract messed up the market, Kirk Cousins' contract also did the same thing. Like you paying 45 for a quarterback, an aging quarterback who just came off of Achilles tear. Yet I got Trevor Lawrence, two of these all young players. I want way more than Kirk. They we need more than Kirk.
Kirk
can go out there and not
deserve it. Kirk really does. Kirk really do deserve the money. Yeah, Kirk really do deserve the money. And then if you look at what we did with Kirk, we franchised that Kirk, but how many times?
No,
he wanted his guaranteed, and that's how his agent got him the deals because he needed that guarantee. Because look at what we did, franchise tagging Kirk Cousins as many times as we did.
I get what you're saying, but what I'm telling y'all is there's an agent out there now looking at it like, look, this is the floor. Kirk Cousins got 45. This is our floor. We need anything more than that. Do you think before Kirk Cousins' contract, do you think Jordan Love would get 55 M's?
Kirk Cousins' contract had nothing to do with Jordan Love. It was Trevor Lawrence. Say Trevor Lawrence.
There we go. You're right. Trevor Lawrence got paid first. Do you think Trevor Lawrence is getting 55?
No. If Trevor Lawrence didn't have his contract, I don't think Jordan Love would have got 55.
Exactly.
Because Joe Burrow would have been the highest paid, and that's understandable.
But what I'm saying is Kirk Cousins, 45 is the floor. So as the agent, I'm coming in saying, look, aging quarterback, Achilles tear.
He deserves 45 though.
No. Hold on, Joe.
Go ahead.
We talking about Trevor Lawrence now because Kirk Cousins was the first domino. We already know you come in there talking about I want to get paid more than Patrick Mahomes, and you Trevor Lawrence agent. They looking at you like, excuse me.
Yeah, the Jaguars messed it up the market. We should say that. Jaguars messed it up. But go ahead, continue.
But then Kurt signed with the Falcons. Of course, they needed a quarterback, so they said, "Look, we're gonna get you at the same." Because him and Patrick making 45. They both making 45, right? That's the floor. They like, all right, now we got another quarterback we can compare everyone else to because it's not Patrick Mahomes. Trevor Lawrence then walks in and is like, well, I'm younger. Joe said they can win a Super Bowl with me. Give me an extra 10 and y'all got me. 55, reset right there.
See, I give you this. The Jaguars did a terrible job negotiating. Trevor Lawrence came off a bad season. He tanked. he had no leverage. So for getting paid that much money. So I get you on that point. Trevor Lawrence is like, yo, like if I'm an owner, I'm talking to the agent like, bruh, I mean, like, you want to get paid $55 million? You remember what happened last year? You had let this rookie quarterback come in here and outbeat you in your own division? Nah, bro, you got to get less than that. We can sign a 2-year deal. We can revisit this. But no, I'm not giving you $55 million. But the Jaguars didn't do a good job negotiating. Now, Jordan Love, once Trevor Lawrence got that contract, he made the playoffs last year.
And that's when it all started. But what I'm saying is Kirk Cousins was the first domino. Basically, Kirk Cousins gave all these agents some room to negotiate. That's what I'm saying. I don't think
Kirk had nothing to do with that. I don't.
I'm telling you, Joe. If Patrick Mahomes was the highest paid quarterback at the time, hold on, wait. No, Jalen Hurts is making
Trevor Lawrence. No, Patrick Mahomes took the team friendly deal.
But then no, I'm looking at it now. You got Jalen Hurts, Lamar. Those two contracts happened before. Hurts happened before Lamar. Trevor Lawrence not worth it.
Deservedly so though.
Yeah, they are. But again, no, I'm going back to my original point. Kirk Cousins gave agents room to negotiate. I'm sorry. He gave everybody room to negotiate.
But even with $45 million, every franchise quarterback deserves that. Nick Bosa getting paid $34.
I'm cool with Trevor Lawrence getting 45. I'm not cool with him getting 55. That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, Trevor Lawrence.
We don't have a debate.
You know what? I get that because if Joe Burrow was still the leading paid person, or Jalen Hurts or Lamar, these are all guys who we won MVP or made it to the Super Bowl. A guy like Trevor Lawrence shouldn't walk to the table and be like, I need to get paid higher than them. What?
I'm cool with that. That's why I wasn't mad when Jordan Love came out and said he wanted more. I'm like, cool with that.
I'm cool with Jordan Love wanting more because Trevor Lawrence is there.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it's the domino effect. Yeah, I'm cool.
Yeah.
Anybody that asks for more money than Trevor Lawrence at this point, I'm cool with it because he don't need that. But that's why the market is messed up.
I get you. Trevor Lawrence messed it up.
Yeah. Now this guy gonna mess it up too.
No, Mark, Deshaun didn't because at the time we all felt like Deshaun deserved that money, but not the guarantee part. But the contract itself, Deshaun was nice.
I don't know.
I feel like Deshaun was really good. Huh?
That was like 4 or 5
years. 2 years of being off.
He only missed he missed a year and a half.
It's 2 years.
No, he missed 1 year. He came back second half of the year.
Joe. That's a lot of football.
No. All right, before going to that topic, when they signed Deshaun Watson, who thought Deshaun would be bad? Mark, I didn't.
I was on the fence, bro. I was like, I don't know. I don't know.
Especially after the first game. Oh my God. After the first game, oh my God.
No, that's different. After you watched them, I get you on that one because I was like, nah, he rusty, man.
I'm not gonna say
after all this time, he's not gonna be what y'all think. He's gonna take him a while to get back. It's gonna take him. No, that's it. Like he shouldn't have stopped. The game moved way faster than he thought it was.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say I thought he was gonna be bad. I was on the fence. I was like, I don't know what we're gonna get.
I knew it. I called it. I was like, no.
All right, let's go to timeout.
All right. Well, I mean, we